Hello and welcome. I'm Carol Cravath from Soul Inspirations, and I'd like to share some ways to help psychically, spiritually gifted children with you. Many of us who are parents and guardians and relatives, teachers, and family friends are blessed with the presence of psychically and spiritually gifted children in our lives. They're often known as star kids, crystal kids, and rainbow kids. These kids are highly creative, intelligent, sensitive, strong-willed, and loving, and they bring us a lot of joy. Many have third-strand DNA, which is the next step in evolution for humanity, and it bestows psychic and spiritual gifts which are natural to them. We need to understand these gifts and help our kids to feel accepted, understood, and integrate these experiences into their lives in positive ways. They are the future and are already making headlines with their altruistic actions and beautiful inventions at very young ages. As responsible and loving guardians, we want to do all that we can to help them grow, thrive, and develop their many talents. They have a strong desire to help others and the planet and are wise way beyond their years. Here are some helpful attitudes to have, to practice, and to model with these children. They respond very positively to them. The attitudes of non-judgment, kindness, acceptance, respect, love and empathy, listening to them and believing them, being willing to learn new things from your kids as well as grow personally from them, empower them, and be supportive and trustworthy. These attitudes help them grow and thrive. And there are many helpful activities we can engage them in. Some of them are as follows. Number 1, it's important to teach your kids about emotions. Help them to understand them. Help them to express them in positive ways and to transform the hurtful ones. Art therapy, journaling, assertive communication, and role-playing helps. Teach them to make peace with incidents, situations, and specific people that have bothered them. Number 2, help them accomplish things to build confidence. Teach a mindset of success with relationships, projects, goals, and one by one help them accomplish their goals. Number 3, teach them positive responses to bullying. Teach assertive communication skills and role-play responses to bullying situations specific to them with positive responses. Teach tolerance for other people's differences in consciousness and understanding, differences in beliefs, skill levels, appearances, etc. Number 3, teach them to create with the mind and the importance of their thoughts, using affirmations, visualizing positive outcomes. Learning aids include Masaru Emoto's books about how consciousness and our thoughts affect water. 6, encourage their intuition and help them to identify it and trust it. Inward listening and simple meditation are good for the kids as well as parents. Teach problem solving. Number 8, dream interpretation. Discuss their dreams daily. So many of the new children have major experiences, connections, information given, and contacts even with off-world beings. During dream time, it's important to make it a routine. Many Native American and other indigenous people did it every morning to start the day. Number 9, encourage creative projects of every kind that are in alignment with their natural interests. 10, do volunteer with your kids. Kids love to help others in ways that make a difference. These children thrive and blossom with this. Ask them what one thing they could do for another each day would be, and have them talk about it with you, and help them with service projects that they design. Let them read articles and watch videos of elementary kids who have raised money for schoolmates in need, animals, etc. Then have them up with their own ideas and projects. Number 10, balance of right and left brain activities are important. They are whole brain functioning, but specific projects of research, as well as fine arts, are examples. Nature activities rejuvenate and inspire them. Have plenty of nature activities for them as often as possible. Number 12, young minds want to do things themselves. Encourage them to develop competence in the world with practical things with your support. 13, ask open-ended questions about their psychic and spiritual experiences and what they think about them. Help them make a positive meaning for them. 14, empower your kids. Teach them that they can overcome challenges and make their dreams happen and accomplish what's important to them. Number 15, teach them discernment in talking about their psychic and spiritual experiences with others. Would the other person be comfortable hearing about it or not? And would they themselves be comfortable telling that particular person? Number 16, help them make meaning out of their psychic and spiritual experiences, what the purpose is, and how they can use that knowledge to be productive, helpful, and useful to themselves and in the world. Number 17, direct their imagination and creativity toward productive activities. This develops confidence. Now here's some activities that will help them individually. For example, assertive communication skills. Help them practice talking in difficult situations and things that they might say. Meditation, centering techniques. Character development is important. So is dream interpretation and social skills. How to deal with their emotions and setting boundaries for themselves. Positive decision making, intuitive training, goal setting, and visualization. Simple art therapy clears negative or painful emotions. Teach them forgiveness and healthy boundaries. There are also activities they can do that help others. For example, sharing personal skills such as music, gardening, and fishing with others. Volunteer projects of all kinds. Helping animals, neighbors, the elderly, the sick, the disadvantaged, and listening and empathy training are good. The activities that bring a sense of beauty are very important to these kids. Examples are fine arts, nature projects, journaling, photography, music, poetry. Any activity that expresses love and kindness is also very helpful. For example, learning and practicing empathy and compassion skills. Random acts of kindness can be very, very fun. Tolerance and diversity groups. Activities that empower kids. Let them make their own decisions as much as possible. They learn to be good decision makers this way. Teach them to trust their feelings and their intuition. Teach them inner listening in the silence within themselves. The answers are within, not what other people say or think. Teach them coping skills and let them develop many kinds of skills and competencies that builds their confidence and success. Activities that develop specific natural abilities and interests are also very important to these kids. Just almost anything they're interested in: astronomy, architecture, bears, sports, plants, peace, pottery, communications, oceans, medicine, first aid. These things, whatever the children are interested in, are coming from deep inside of them, and they're important to develop. Some activities that create positive emotions and well-being are accomplishing specific goals, spending time with positive friends, helping others, and doing specifically what brings them joy. Number 18, model character and the virtues. These are important to these children, and no matter how different others are, these are basic human skills that are important in relating to anyone. Respect, patience, honesty, kindness, empathy, understanding, tolerance, integrity can all be built within these children and are very important. You can discuss possible choices of action and behavior in many types of situations. Offer alternative choices if your child has made an error or feels sad about his or her own behavior in a particular situation. Teach self-forgiveness. Encourage them to relate to other kids and enjoy them as friends by connecting through common interests such as sports, art, games, animals, astronomy, camping, music, etc.